actually does the green tea help us with our belly fat?
Yeah. There's one of the benefits of green tea that I've read about. Pretty much one of the ones that probably that it's most well known for is that green tea can help with weight loss.
Oh my gosh! So basically, there should not be. I mean, water and green tea. That's it, guys. That's all. That's it. We limit our lives to that.
Yeah.
It's also. I mean, we forgot even the most powerful thing. It takes care of those ROSs, which reactive oxygen species, which is our antioxidants or oxidants in our blood.
Yes.
So it just basically squelches them and takes them out and cools their cool and actually prevents the normal deterioration that happens, or the excessive deterioration that happens in the breakdown of normal metabolism, which is a byproduct, which are ROS, or reactive oxygen species, or wild, crazy oxidants, which we have a neat name for the things that squelches them and calms them and puts them in the order, are called antioxidants.
Mm-hmm.
So the vitamins that are antioxidant, A, E, and C, are antioxidants too. So those are very powerful tools that we deal with as we lower our body weight. We free up a lot of toxins, and as the green tea goes in there, it squelches them, cools them, and gets them out of guess where? The other organ that basically helps with the whole insulin production, which is the kidneys. The kidneys are flushed out with green tea, and that also helps. I noticed that one thing that you really haven't done, Astrid, is done articles on turmeric, right?
Oh, I've actually done a lot of articles on turmeric and curcumin.
I know,
They're, from the list that's up there, turmeric and curcumin is probably like one of my most favorite nutraceuticals to talk about.
Yeah, we catch her over there gnawing on a root every couple of times.
Yeah, I have some in my fridge right now.
Yeah, you touch that turmeric, you're going to lose a finger. What happened to my finger? You got near my turmeric, right? The root, right? So tell us a little bit about the properties of turmeric and curcumin in terms of metabolic syndrome.
Okay. I've done several, a lot of articles on turmeric and curcumin, and we've also discussed it before in several of our past podcasts. And turmeric is that yellowish. It could look orange to some people, but it's usually referred to as a yellow root, and it's very popular in Indian cuisine. It's one of the main ingredients that you'll find in curry. And curcumin, pretty sure some of you people have heard curcumin or turmeric. What's the difference? Well, turmeric is it's the flowering plant. It's the root. We eat the root of turmeric, and curcumin is just the active ingredient in turmeric that gives it the yellow color.
Guys, I will not let anything but the top type of curcumin and turmeric products be available to our patients, because there's a difference. There's certain ones that are actually produced with literally, I mean, we got solvents, and with the way we get things out and of curcumin and turmeric, or even things like cocaine, is you have to use a distillate, okay? And whether it's water, acetone, benzene, okay, or some sort of a byproduct. We know today that benzene is used to process many types of supplements, and certain companies use benzene to get the best out of turmeric. The problem is benzene is cancer producing, so we got to be very careful which companies we use. Acetone, imagine that. So there's processes that are in place to extract the turmeric properly and that are beneficial. So finding the right turmeric, all turmerics are not the same. And that's one of the things that we have to assess. Since it has so many products, the world is running real crazy to try to process turmeric. And specifically, even if it's the last thing that we're discussing today on our subject matter, but it's one of the most important things. Today, we don't even understand aspirin. We know it works, but the total magnitude of it is yet to be told. However, turmeric is in the same boat. We're learning so much about it that every day, every month, studies are being produced on the value of turmeric into the natural diet. So Astrid she's in tune in on target on that. So I'm sure she's going to bring more of that to us, right?
Yes, of course.
Okay. So I think what we can do today is, when we look at this, I'd like to ask Kenna, in terms of when we look at a metabolic syndrome from the presentations of symptoms or even from laboratory studies, the confidence of knowing that N equals 1 is one of the most important components that we have now in functional medicine and functional wellness practices that a lot of physical medicine doctors are doing in their scope of practice. Because in metabolic issues, you can't take metabolic away from the body. Does metabolism happen in a back problem? We notice that there's a correlation with back injuries, back pain, back issues, chronic knee disorders, chronic joint, musculoskeletal disorders, and metabolic syndrome. So we can't untease it. Tell us a little bit about, Kenna, as we close out today, a little bit about what a patient can expect when they come to our office and they get kind of put in the, oops, you got metabolic syndrome. So boom, how do we handle that?
We want to know their background because, like you said, everything is connected. Everything is in depth. There's detail. We want to get to know it all so we can really make that personalized plan. So one of the first things we do is a very lengthy questionnaire by Living Matrix, and it's a great tool. It does take a little while, but it gives us so much insight on the patient, which is great because it allows us to really, like I said, dig deep and figure out, traumas that might have happened that are leading to inflammation, which, how Astrid was saying, then leads to that sedentary lifestyle, which then leads to this metabolic syndrome, or just kind of down that road. So one of the first things we do is we do that long questionnaire, and then we sit down and we talk to you one-on-one. We build a team. We make you part of our family because this stuff isn't easy to go through alone. And so the most success is when you have that close-knit family and you have that support, and we really try to be that for you.
We have taken this information and realized it was very complex. Prior to about 5 years ago, it was very difficult. 300-page questionnaire. Today, we have software that we can figure out. It is backed by the IFM, the Institute of Functional Medicine. The Institute of Functional Medicine, it had its origin over the last decade and become very popular understanding the whole person as an individual. You can't separate an eyeball from kind of the body, as you can't separate a metabolism from all effects that it has. From once that body and that